Hi guys, morning. How we going? So, I'm going to read chapter 14 today. You know I hate reading, but I'm going to give it a go. Hi Philomena, hi Teresa. Philomena, thank you for the coffees. Very, very appreciated. Guys, you want to buy me a coffee? Thank you very much. Thank you so much. It's so kind of you. Just hit the PayPal button on the YouTube channel and it lets you buy me a coffee. I really appreciate it. Or you just hit the supers button. But it just shows me that you like what I do, that you enjoy it. And it's your way of saying thank you. So it's very kind. Hi, Teresa. Right, let's have a look. We're trying to find chapter 14. I'm going to give a few of you guys a chance to wake up. If you're just waking up, guys, good morning. I know many of you in America, some of you have got it quite tough, haven't you, in America at the moment? I hope it blows over. The weather you guys are getting is scary. I've been watching Deborah's comments on the 24-hour chat on our Defending Elvis Presley. I tell you what, you guys, fingers crossed that it just blows over you. Is that right? Any of you on here getting this terrible weather that you're getting? Hi, Colleen. Yes, you're on the live. We're going to read. I'm trying to find the page. But I want to read a couple of your comments as well. And Linda, I don't know if she's on. Linda messaged me saying, because we've been doing quite a lot of gloomy topics, which is true, we have. You know, we do talk. Sometimes I do feel that we talk too much about Priscilla. That's my fault. So she's right. Linda, how are you? So Linda, a couple of things. We are going to read chapter 14. Yeah, let me just put that there a minute. But for Linda, I wanted to play something. Let me just tell you what Linda said to me. Linda, thank you for the coffees. Very appreciated. Anyone that is buying me a coffee on the YouTube channel, they're hitting the buy a coffee button. Thank you so much. Or they're hitting the thank you button or the supers button. That's so kind of you. It really does mean a lot to me. Right. So let's just have a look. So I'm going to get Linda's comment up. Right. I hope you don't mind, Linda Cudden. Hi, Louis. Can you at some point do a live on Elvis, A Generous Heart, which I have watched, and Elvis, The King of Kindness, which I have watched, which both brilliant. I feel so sad. I feel sad that so much of all the lies and rumors, as do we all, I think those documentaries would cheer us up. Just the thought. And she's right. Sometimes we do go a bit too gloomy. Linda, I completely agree with you. Sometimes we do go a bit too gloomy. And we have to just, come on, cheer ourselves up a bit. And Louis, I'm spreading your channel to all Priscilla fans. Good, because then I can convert them. I feel, now I've got nothing against Priscilla fans. I feel that if Priscilla fans give me a chance and I send them all love, nothing against them. I don't want to sound rude. I do feel that they've been spoon-fed and misled and given incorrect information. I do feel like we did, that they've fallen for the brainwashing of this book. So they give me an opportunity with Team Elvis to change their minds, to see things from a different point of view, to change the perspective of the Priscilla fan. I think, give us a chance, guys. Give me a chance to just help you understand that Elvis didn't deserve it. Yeah, because he can't defend himself. Anyway, so let's just see who we got here. We got Jane. It arrived in Missouri, but out west are far worse. Deborah, fingers crossed for all of you guys. Any of you that are in the direction of that horrendous weather you're getting, it's scary, isn't it? It's scary. I've got a friend who lives in Maine, in Florida. So it's just all of it. It's just, we don't get that in England, do we? We don't get it here. Deborah, it's 4 a.m. and our power was off for a little bit. Let's have a look. I'm just checking. Right, okay. Hi, Luann. Hope you're well. Thank you for the coffee. Australian news always has overseas updates from America, England, Europe. Australia gets a hurricane in Darwin. Hi. I've spoken to Team Elvis in North and South Carolinas. Atlanta hit pretty hard. I haven't spoken to any Team Elvis from Florida. Yes, prayers for all of you. Definitely. I know it must be quite scary, yeah? And so, hi, Sandra. It's bad in Nashville. I mean, we've got bad weather, you know, but nothing like you guys. If anything, today has cleared up a bit. It's gone a bit sunny, slightly cloudy now. But you guys, the weather you get, it's like Wizard of Oz weather, isn't it? Remember the Wizard of Oz? You're getting Wizard of Oz weather. It's just scary. We're off to see the wizard. Right. So, I was just making a coffee. I need to finish that off. So what I was going to do, I was going to play one of the videos for Linda, just quickly while I make my coffee. I did sort of find it. Anyway, if just in case anyone's new to this channel, it's Defending Elvis Presley, Fans Want the Truth. Defending Elvis Presley, Fans Want the Truth, just in case, yeah? If you're new, my name's Louis, I'm 57. I'm a lifelong Elvis fan, over 50 years. We've got lovely Team Elvis. We're a small family and we're growing. We're just trying to defend Elvis, get it out there into the public, not just for Elvis fans, for non-Elvis fans as well as Priscilla fans. Just try to make them understand that how Elvis has been portrayed is very unfair. Very unfair. Yeah? Right. So let's see. I did put it on my thing. Let's have a look. Now, Elvis A Generous Heart is a very long video. So I think what we'll do, I found a short version of Elvis Presley, the King of Kindness. I'm going to put that short version on. But the long one, I think we're going to try and break it down and review it. Hopefully YouTube won't mind. We'll see. I do want to read some comments. I do want to try and read chapter 14. So I'm not going to spend all of my time on it. Now this is for Linda. Linda, we love you. Yeah. So I'm doing this for you because it's important to you that we show the fun side of Elvis. That it doesn't have to always be negative. We can obviously remind the world of just how amazing Elvis was and talented and beautiful. So, and such a beautiful, kind heart. So, yeah, for entertainment purposes only. But I have to be a bit careful what I play because YouTube won't like it if I play other people's stuff. But some of these documentaries, if they've been repeated again and again and again and again, YouTube actually do let me play them. So let's give it a go.
I would like to be treated. I try to remember that. That's all. It's simple. It's no problem. There's no big effort that I put forth.
Elvis Presley was not only one of America's most iconic entertainers, he was also one of the most charitable celebrities to ever live. Having been raised poor and by God-fearing parents, Elvis gave from the purity of his heart. Although he fell into a high tax bracket, he never took a tax write-off, nor did he ask for any publicity for his charitable deeds. He gave just for the love of giving. While his many good works would be impossible to list, we'll highlight as many as possible, starting with his $1,050 donation to his old high school, which made it possible for all of the students to attend the annual E.H. Crump Memorial Football Game for the Blind in Memphis, Tennessee. Between 1956 and 1957, Elvis performed a number of live concerts to raise money for charities, such as his own youth foundation, the Cynthia Milk Fund, and the Variety Club's Home for Convalescent Children. How many stars aside from Elvis can claim they helped end polio? On October 28, 1956, before an appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show, Elvis was inoculated with Jonas Salk's anti-polio vaccine, which caused the immunization level of all Americans to skyrocket from 0.6% to 80% in a 6-month period.
Hey kids, could I talk to you for about 30 seconds? This is Elvis Presley. Remember polio victims. Join the 1957 March of Dimes today.
By April of 1957, the Salk Institute declared polio all but eradicated on U.S. soil. On January 6, 1957, during his third appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show, Elvis requested Mr. Sullivan ask those watching to send urgent financial contributions to help relieve the plight of some 250,000 Hungarians affected by the Soviet invasion of their country.
Because he feels so keenly, this young man feels so keenly about Hungarian relief, he urges all of us through the country to remember that immediate aid is needed, so long before his benefit show is put on, he wants to remind you to send in your checks to your various churches, Red Cross, etc.
On June 28, 1957, Elvis appeared as a special guest on Danny Thomas's annual Shower of the Stars charity event, which aimed to raise funds to build what is today the most important medical and research center for children with cancer, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Without singing a single song, the King's presence drew over 14,000 donors, and work on construction of the hospital's first building commenced later that year. Presley's work with sick children did not begin or end with St. Jude's. Before being drafted by the U.S. Army, he often visited hospitals to comfort children faced with life-threatening illnesses, and donated the hundreds of stuffed animals that he had received from fans worldwide to them. One of Elvis's most memorable moments was recorded in the early 70s when he fulfilled the dreams of 8-year-old Denise Sanchez, who passed away soon after a visit from Elvis and her attendance at his concert.
Any special song, please? Thank you so much.
Elvis would often visit with Graceland's secretary, who, among other tasks, sorted his mail. If a photograph or a request or a story touched Elvis, he would immediately take steps to help the sender. Whether it was paying off people's debts or their mortgages, helping a family whose father had died in the line of duty, buying someone a home or a car, or giving a disabled person a new wheelchair. If Elvis knew about it, he helped. One such request came from young Wardy Anderson, who asked Presley to sponsor her bike ride for children with diabetes. The King responded by pledging $5 per mile, which was much higher than the going rate of 5 cents per mile. During his lifetime, Elvis donated a number of vehicles for his good causes, including a red Ford Thunderbird to the March of Dimes and one of his own Rolls Royces to a charity for mentally retarded children. In 1964, Elvis bought the Potomac, FDR's presidential yacht, and donated it to St. Jude's, who sold it to raise about $55,000. On March 25, 1961, Elvis performed a benefit concert in Hawaii to raise money for the USS Arizona Memorial at Pearl Harbor. The concert raised over $65,000, and a plaque was prominently placed at the memorial site, acknowledging Elvis's efforts in raising the funds. Sadly, the plaque was removed due to unknown, possibly political reasons. Hawaii was also the location of Elvis's most famous concert for charity, Aloha from Hawaii. The 1973 concert was the first to be broadcast live by satellite. It was viewed by a record audience of over 1 billion people worldwide. The performance raised over $75,000 for the Kui Lee Cancer Fund, which had been set up following the death of the I'll Remember You songwriter in 1966. In 1975, Elvis raised in excess of $100,000 at a concert in Jackson, Mississippi for victims of a tornado. This concert was deeply personal to Elvis, who was a child when a deadly tornado tore through his hometown of Tupelo. Elvis annually presented checks to as many as 50 charities and organizations in Memphis. Each check was for a minimum of $1,000, and some were much greater, such as his $10,000 donation to the Memphis Jewish Community Center Building Fund. In recognition of Elvis's charitable contributions throughout his life, Memphis Mayor William Ingram, along with the governor of Tennessee, Beaufort Ellington, officially declared October 29, 1967, Elvis Presley Day in the city of Memphis and in the state of Tennessee. Elvis learned early on what it meant to receive food, clothes, and kindness from strangers, and did the same for others in need, both publicly and privately. While he may not have been a perfect role model, the world today needs more examples of this type of generosity and kindness.
So I was brought up, my surroundings, my mother and my father and the whole family were always considerate of other people's feelings. I'm proud of the way that I was brought up to believe and to treat people. And so I try to remember that. That's all. It's simple. It's no problem.
Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and to like this video.
So let me just tell you who that is. So I did that for Linda. We are going to do some other more upbeat, positive stuff. Let me just get the name of the...
In 1975,
So the channel is called Alpha 11. Alpha 11. It's obviously on YouTube. YouTube may not let me keep that. They may make me delete it. But I wanted to do something for Linda because we're trying to keep things a bit upbeat. I'm going to read this in a second. Chapter 14. Couple of things. So Nicola mentioned about me giving times for doing the live streams. I really wish I could. Honestly, I wish I could. But I got 5 kids. I juggle, yeah, because my wife, even though she's not well at the moment, she still wants to work. My wife is a busy girl, yeah. She chooses to work. She doesn't actually have to. So I juggle with school, the school runs, cooking, shopping. Also, I take them to clubs, you know, dancing, ballet, football. So what I do, I wait for my gaps. I wait for a gap. So right now I have a gap because my wife has gone to gymnastics. She's took Tino. Yasmin, my 7-year-old, is a bit poorly, so she's in the other room watching TV. My 2 boys are one of my boys is at football and the other boy is at work. He works in a gymnasium. So what happens is I'm like, yes, got an hour or so completely free. So then I quickly jump on and go live. Quickly tell you guys, I always put it on the live stream, you know, the 24/7 chat. I put it on there. I put it on Defending Elvis Presley page. The Defending Elvis Presley Facebook page. I chuck it on there. Tell everyone we're going live. I even try and pre-warn you guys to let you know I'm going live. And I sometimes put it on my own Facebook page. So at the moment, until those 2 small kids grow up, so Yasmin 7, Tino 4, but I have 6 kids, 5 live with me. Until they grow up, really, I'm always guessing when I can come on. But I do try. This is generally what I try to do. And I know it can be frustrating for you guys because you're wondering when I'm going to go on. I try and do one in the morning, British time, around 10 UK, 10 a.m. British time. I try and do another one around 3 to 4 p.m. British time. They're the 2 popular times for me. And if I'm not too tired, because I do wake up at 6 a.m., so I get very tired. If I'm not too tired, I try and do one at around 8 p.m. UK time. So, but it does always change. Let me just put some hot water in my coffee. Now, another thing I need to mention. Now, we're not rushing because I've got a good hour. Yeah. Now, another thing I wanted to mention. Are many of you aware that I had to start a second chat on the Facebook, Defending Elvis Presley Facebook? Do any of you know that? Let me just check your comments. Right, you are super dad, and thank you for sharing about your precious family and the live channel. Very much appreciate it, and I look forward to your chat. Oh, Emily, thank you. Yeah, do you know what? I just get on with it. Yeah, I just sort of get on with it. We got a lot of kids. Yeah, we never planned to have 5 kids. It just happened. I can't even explain why. Do any of you guys know why I've got 5 kids with my wife? Who knows? Yeah, I only wanted 3, so I love it. I'm way too old to be a dad for Tino and Yasmin, who are 7 and 4. But it's the best thing I ever did. It's the best thing I ever did. I can't even explain how happy I am that I had them, even though I was way too old. Yeah, I don't feel old, by the way. I feel very young, and I put that down to the carnivore diet, the keto diet. So, just so you know, I had to start a second chat on Messenger on Facebook because there was a few of you that could not get on to the 24-hour live chat, and a lot of you were messaging me. It's been going on for like 3 weeks. I'm not sure if Pat is on. Let me just see. Pat's probably asleep. Let me just see if I can message her. Let's see. Let's just tell Pat that we're here, yeah? Pat, are you on, my love? Right, let's have a look. Here we go, Pat. I'll just tell her we're live. Is there anyone else that isn't on that normally is on? Let's have a look. Diana was chatting with me. Diana, are you on? Let's have a look. Now, Diana's been chatting to me. She's on the carnivore diet, which really pleases me. Anyone else on the carnivore diet? Thank you so much. And the fact Diana was telling me she's had a lot of success on the carnivore diet. So thank you, Diana. I can't find her on here. I'm a bit rushing. But if we ever come on live, guys, and there's people missing, and you're on Messenger with them, can you let them know? And obviously, the more, the merrier. Let's have a look. Let me just tell them again. Because I really do try to make sure that everyone knows, yeah? But obviously, if you tell each other as well, that helps. If you share it, that helps. So there were people that could not get on the, I'll do it one more time. There were certain people that were not able to join the 24-hour-a-day chat on Defending Elvis Presley Facebook. And I tried everything I could. I can't change it. I've done everything I possibly can, yeah? So I felt very sorry for Pat. I don't think she's here yet. Hi, Natividad. There was a couple of others that couldn't get on. I just thought, because many of you want to carry on talking after the live streams, yeah? Because I'll do a live stream now for an hour, hour and a half. But many of you want to keep talking and post your information, your research, your pictures, and you want to get to know each other, and you know you're bonding through it, yeah. Oh, guys, you can't beat a coffee in the morning. You cannot beat a coffee in the morning. It's lovely. Have you got your coffees ready, guys? Get your coffees. Get your teas. Right. Obviously, you know I do butter coffee, so I get a blender. I blend the butter into the coffee. I have a little bit of milk, and I blend it all creamy. It tastes lovely. No sugar. Sometimes you got to get used to it. Sometimes you got to get used to it. But it's a way of keeping my weight down, stopping me feeling hungry all the time. Yeah, you guys know I'm on carnivore diet. I'm on keto diet. Anyway, so I felt sorry for Pat. This was going on for weeks. She kept messaging me. There was other people messaging me. So I thought I'm going to start a new chat. I've named it on my Louis Macready's. I'll type my name in. On my Louis Macready's Facebook, if any of you want to join it. Louis Macready's, friend request me. Yeah? So let me just find it. It is called, I did change the name just slightly so you can tell the difference between the two. This one is called Team Elvis 24/7 Chat with Louis. Team Elvis 24/7 Chat with Louis. This one is linked to my name. The other one is linked to the Defending Elvis Presley Facebook, which is amazing. I love it. We've got over 500 members. Brilliant. Now, I will say this, guys. I'm not Facebook, yeah? So not everyone can get on it. I have no idea. I've been trying to help people get onto the new one, and there's many that it's not letting on, like Lorraine Chappell in Australia. Lovely Lorraine. You know we love Lorraine. She can't get on it. I think I don't know why, but I think if you are logged in to any of the old chats that we've closed down, old chats that we left, I think if you're logged into any of them, it won't let you join the new chats. So if any of you are in any of the old chats that I've stopped using, that I left, leave the chats. Go into the old chats and press leave. Press leave. Even delete. And it might then allow you to use the new chat, which is called Team Elvis 24/7 Chat with Louis. Some of you even can't even get onto the normal chat. The normal chat is just Defending Elvis Presley, yeah? So the normal chat shows up like that at the top, Defending Elvis Presley. You click on it, and it looks like that. It's got the smiley face with hearts, is it? Yeah. Some of you can't even get on that. Now, I think Lorraine got a bit paranoid and thought we're trying to keep her out. Some of you didn't understand why you can't join both, why some of you are locked out. I honestly don't know why. I honestly don't know. I'm not Facebook. I have tried to add all of you. You can add each other. You can add each other by finding each other's names and inviting each other. But I cannot promise you that you are definitely going to get on these chats. I can't. I'm not Facebook. All I can do is do my best to hope that you are in them now. Yeah, I remember Nicola. So Nicola, are you on the chats? Have you managed to get onto any? I know you're on the main one. Have you? Now what I do is I go onto the new chat. So let's see if I can do it here. And then I click the invite button, but it will only allow me, like the new chat will only allow me to invite people that are on my friends. Yeah. So add me to your friends, Louis Macready's. Then I've written the name, and I'll try and invite you. Yeah. So now the original one, the Defending Elvis Presley one, has got 100 and let's have a look. Let me just click on it. There is 122 people on that one. It's amazing, amazing. And whereas the new one, which has only just started, only at the moment has 29 people. I have put the link up. On Defending Elvis Presley Facebook for you to click on the link. I also put the link up. Let's see if it allows me now to do it. So if I'll get the link. Yeah, I copy the link and then I go on to the existing chat. Now I've gone to our Defending Elvis Facebook. I'll put it on there. This is the new one, yeah? Then I go on to the new chat. I mean, no, the old chat. This is the chat that we use every day, Defending Elvis Presley chat. So I put the links there, guys. I cannot guarantee it works because sometimes when you click on it, it doesn't let you go on it. It doesn't let you join. So, right, anyway. So I'm going to read chapter 14, but before I did that, I'm not sure. Yes, you are, Nicola. Yes, you are. You're already, a lot of you are already friends. So you're going to have to faff around and try and join them, guys. That's all I can do. But I promise you this: no one is blocked. I'm not keeping any of you out, Lorraine. I'm not trying to stop you joining. She mentioned that other people like Amy, etc., aren't able to join. Not because of me. I want everyone to join. I don't block anybody unless they're a troll, of course. If someone's a troll, I'll block them. I see your 24/7. I can write on the page I use another way around name, and I have one letter change in my name. People will confuse over my name differences. Yeah. So hi, Luann. Hope you're well. Thank you for the coffee. Anyone sending me a coffee, guys, thank you. Seriously, it means a lot to me. But so let's have a look. Okay. Right, here we go. So just so you know, I do a lot of documentary 1-minute video clips and shorts. I do a lot. And I thought, because Linda's been saying, let's try and keep it positive, I thought I might just jump over to them. Let's have a look. And just play a couple of the ones that are a bit positive. Then we're going to read the book. So sorry, this has been very long-winded, just trying to explain things to you guys. We do like to keep it Elvis, don't we, really? So let's have a look. So I'm going to go to my... Let's have you. Okay, now we go to shorts. I'm not sure how many of you know, but let me see if I can go by... We're going to go by most viewed, yeah? Now, I will say this. Please remember that when I was making these shorts, I was not defending Elvis. I was just making documentaries, telling Elvis's story. I was a bit blinkered about Priscilla. I didn't know how much damage Priscilla had done. So some of my shorts speak well of Priscilla. Yeah. Until you guys converted me. You guys, Team Elvis, Elvis fans converted me and made me see the light, made me understand. I've told you this many times, haven't I? That Priscilla has done a lot of damage to Elvis, a lot of harm to Elvis, from my point of view, for entertainment purposes. So if any of these speak highly of Priscilla, it's because I didn't know. It's only now I know. Don't forget, we've only been running for 5 months. 5 months, but my video clips and shorts are 2.5 years, maybe. So let's see if I can find a positive one. Let's see if we can. I'm going to try for Linda. I'm going to try and keep things positive. Yeah. Come on, should we be funny? We'll play a Christmas one just for fun. Yeah.
Well, you always here at Graceland have a big staff.
Yes, we did. We had a staff. In fact,
It's not a huge house. It's a nice size house.
It's a nice size house. But you have to remember, when he bought it in 1957, this was an incredible home. It was a mansion and like a plantation.
What did it cost?
What did it cost? About $100,000. Very expensive.
Let's head to the kitchen.
we had some great meals here. This was really the focus of all of our gatherings.
And good cook.
Oh my goodness, yes, good Southern meals. Absolutely.
I love this kitchen. This was for its time. This is an incredible kitchen.
And this was an actual working kitchen. I mean, this place was packed all the time. We had cook full-time, cooking all the time. Oddly enough, he really hadn't changed that much. He still enjoyed the companionship of his family and friends at dinner time. And it wasn't uncommon for 10 to 12 of them to be around this table when dinner was served. And that was usually around 9 or 10 in the evening.
So just so you know, the way I used to do the video clips, the shorts, because YouTube would copyright me, I decided I was going to change the symbols. So I would make the pictures move, I would make the videos move, I would add editorial, and then I would piece together lots of pictures, video clips, and editorial. And I never talked. For the first 1.5 years, I didn't talk. The reason I started talking on my YouTube videos is because YouTube wanted me to talk. YouTube were basically, with their rules, were basically saying for it to be original content, you need to talk. Because I was saying to YouTube, well, I've put written editorial on it. Surely, and I'm changing the symbols, I'm changing how the pictures move, how the videos move. But they were like, no, if you want it to be original content with their rules, yeah, I have to talk. And that is why I started talking. So it was actually YouTube that forced me to start talking. And I tell you now, at first, it was very nerve-wracking. Let's have a look. I'm trying to find ones that are a bit more upbeat. A lot of them have got Priscilla in. A lot of them. Yeah. Let's have a look. Here we go. This is a cute one with Nancy Sinatra.
Did you and the king ever get it on?
I wish I could say yes, but no.
Oh, really?
No.
I heard that you romanced each other back around 1968.
You did? That's neat. No, didn't happen.
How come? No chemistry?
When I met him, I was 19 and engaged to Tommy Sands. And when we did the film, he was married and pregnant.
I don't get to meet that many people who knew Elvis.
You mean, did we sleep together? I could bring it up because it didn't happen. Unfortunately, It didn't happen. He was a great kisser.
He's a good kisser?
Yeah.
The king could kiss. We all know that. I've seen the movies. You can tell that in the movies, yeah. But what was he like as a person? You know, so he was a good kisser.
Funny, and sweet, and fidgety. He would always be moving, either his foot.
That's my
And he smoked these long
cigarellos.
Yeah.
Cigarellos. I've seen pictures of him smoking those.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I mean, he is a bit rude trying to find out if they got it on. She clearly fancied him. I know she was engaged to Tommy Sands, yeah? And she always speaks so highly of him, doesn't she? I really like Nancy Sinatra, and I'm honored that she follows me on Twitter. Nancy Sinatra follows me on Twitter. That's a big deal for me. Frank Sinatra's daughter follows our Elvis channel on Twitter. I think she's amazing. I love her. And they never got it on, did they? But I think she always has had a crush on him, even now. Now, that video had 103,000 views. 103,000 views. 3,200 likes. Right, let's find some more, shall we? Let's look at one with the army days, yeah? Now, Linda, I'm trying to keep it upbeat for you. Linda, are you still there? Let's have a look. So we've got a few people joining. Sue and Jane. God's Word. Hi, God's Word. Teresa. Sandra. Obviously, Linda. We know Frank Sinatra actually did have a good friendship with Elvis. He was nervous about meeting Elvis. They were nervous of meeting each other because Frank Sinatra had said a few things about rock and roll and Elvis in the 50s, didn't he? Things that weren't very kind. But when they met and they did the Frank Sinatra show, the special in 1960, which was highly, the whole world was waiting for it. They hit it off really well. And I think Nancy met Elvis as he was coming out of the army, and she had a gift from Frank, a silk shirt, I think it was. Am I right, guys? And then the train journey, when Elvis came out of the army, Nancy was there with him. We've seen the black and white footage of Nancy with Elvis. And then they follow the train journey, don't they? And all along the line of the train journey coming back to America are tens of thousands of people all along waving at Elvis. And he did stop a couple of times. And there's a few interviews, old black and white interviews of Elvis being interviewed on this train journey, isn't there? Coming to do this very, very, very successful Frank Sinatra show, which I think was excellent. And they did stay friends for decades. I think Frank Sinatra even used to phone Elvis in hospital, didn't he? Yeah, when he was not well. And also, there was a bit of a grey area with Juliet Prowse. Wasn't Frank Sinatra engaged to Juliet Prowse, the woman of GI Blues? Obviously, Elvis made GI Blues. I think Juliet Prowse is great. I love her. Yeah. And it's rumoured they had an affair. And we've seen footage in the 70s of her attending the Vegas comeback. When Elvis did his Vegas comeback around 69, looking amazing in his shiny black gear. And you've got Cary Grant, Sammy Davis Jr., many famous celebrities all there to watch this comeback, the Vegas comeback, not the 68 comeback, the Vegas comeback. So, right, let's play this clip of him in the army.
I was relieved the reporters didn't ask me about my mother.
Elvis, did the other soldiers give you a rough time because you were famous?
No, sir, I was very surprised. I've never met a better group of boys in my life. They probably would have if it'd been like everybody thought. I mean, everybody thought I wouldn't have to work and I would be given special treatment and this and that. But when they looked around and saw I was on KP and I was pulling guard and everything just like they were.
Elvis, what do you think about going to Germany?
Well, sir, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I mean, just before I came in the Army, we were planning a tour of Europe. And I had quite a bit of mail from over there and everything, and I'm kind of looking forward to it, really. I was relieved the reporters didn't ask me about my mother.
So, yeah, sorry about you got a bit of backlight, the sunlight is making it hard to watch. But that video has 83,000 views. Doesn't that just blow your mind? I've got someone here that have had 750,000 views. On TikTok, I was getting 1.5 million views per video. Now, TikTok, annoyingly, did delete one of my accounts. So even on Instagram, we're on there, I get massive views. I posted a short with, who was it? Oh, yes, it was Lisa Marie talking on Instagram about 3 weeks ago. It has 25,000 views. 25,000 views. What is that? It's amazing. Right, let's see if we can play another one. I think what I'm going to do a wide so that I can warm up my coffee. Let's have a look. So let's go to the wides. So videos. All I'm going to do is just spin it back like that and just see what comes up, yeah? We'll just get an old wide that is a few minutes long. Elvis Presley on-set film footage. I want it a bit longer than that. I want something that's going to be enough so I can warm up my coffee. Let's have a look. Let's try and get an upbeat one. I want an upbeat one. Let's have a look. We did a quiz one. What was that? Elvis Presley. Let's have a look. Let me find one. Come on. It needs to be... A lot of them are not upbeat. This is the problem. Come on. We want the fun ones. Let's have a look. Oh, good God. Have you got your coffees, guys? God, there's so many about Priscilla on my... they're all quite negative as well. Right, here we go. This is about movie roles that he was offered. Right, I will quickly put it on here because I want to quickly warm my coffee up. Right, so...
Morning, guys. And I find this video clip so interesting. Is it true that Elvis was offered these amazing film roles? Please let me know in the comments.
Elvis was offered the role in Midnight Cowboy as Joe Buck.
Where's that Joe Buck?
Yeah, where's that Joe Buck? And it would have been a challenging role for Elvis, but Colonel Parker said no deal. West Side Story would have been a great challenge for Elvis, and I'm sure he would have met it. But the Colonel refused to let him do it. Robert Mitchum came up to see Elvis at his hotel suite, and he asked him to do Thunder Road. He had written it with him in mind, and again, Elvis wanted to do it, but the Colonel said no.
And can you imagine how different Elvis's life would have been if he had actually gone through with these movie roles? I'd really like to know if it's actually true that he was offered these roles. I know about The Star is Born is true, but the others, I don't. Can you please comment? I hope you've enjoyed this video.
Yeah, there we go. Right, got my warm coffee, guys.
I think we're ready. All right, let's do it.
Okay, so that video, let's have a look. Okay, so that video was done 5 months ago. So when I was making that video, I was still experimenting on my voice, trying to talk. I didn't have the confidence to talk, so it was still a bit new to me. Right, so Nicola, yes, there are so many. My channel defending Elvis and more. So my channels defending Elvis and more Facebook pages like mine that defend Elvis. Yeah, it's a growing community, isn't it? It's growing. Let's have a look. Let me just see what your comments were. Yeah. So I still think there's not enough of us. I know there's a lot of Facebook pages. I think that we need more people proudly defending Elvis. I think for us to be noticed, we need to grow even more. So should we try and find another clip? Let's have a look. Come on. I'm trying to find one that isn't so... Right, you may not like this. Shall I do it? I'm going to play a Priscilla one, and it's probably going to say stuff that you don't like. Because remember, I had my mind changed. I was like, this was my attitude to Priscilla. I was never a Priscilla fan, never. But what it is, I had fallen for the fairy tale. Yeah, I'd been brainwashed, spoon-fed lies. I just believed in the 70s and 80s and 90s. I just believed that they had, they'd met each other in Germany, fallen in love, got married, had a baby, and that Elvis has been unfaithful, and that's why they split up. I believed that. I fell for it. Yeah. I didn't know about the affairs. I didn't know about the horrific divorce settlement. I didn't know about how horrible she had treated Elvis, and even many of the interviews, I hadn't really given them a second thought. The Priscilla interviews that put Elvis down, I didn't really twig. I just thought, oh yeah, poor Priscilla. Elvis was a bit mean to her. Honestly, I was half asleep. I think half asleep. But I tell you now, that's not how I feel now. So I don't know what this is going to say, but let's just see.
Hi guys, I absolutely love this video clip that I came across on YouTube because there's so much negativity around Elvis and Priscilla sometimes. I just want to do a video that shows them happy, enjoying being together, living life together. We've all seen these wedding videos on May the 1st, 1967, and Elvis carrying Priscilla over the threshold, and Elvis on holiday with Priscilla. But when I watch these amazing little clips, it just reminds me to forget about all the bad things that are being said about Priscilla and Elvis, and just remind myself that they really did have some special times together, and they were really happy sometimes. And I know things went wrong, and many mistakes were made by both Priscilla and Elvis.
Yeah,
and
Emily.
The feelings about Priscilla are very strong. I don't think we can ignore that they did have some very, very happy times together, and I think were deeply in love for a while.
For a while.
And yes, things went very sour in the end. But they did remain great friends. Thanks, everyone.
I just find that funny. So, guys, do you see that? Right at the end, I say, and yes, things went very sour in the end. At least I was picking up on it. I was starting to look. I think that was about 5-6 months. Actually, it might have been longer than that. Let me have a look when that was. Yeah, 6 months ago. So you got to remember what. You got to understand where it makes me laugh now watching that. But you got to understand that I knew that things had gone wrong and they'd had a divorce. I knew the obvious stuff. I did not know about Steve Peck. I think I'd heard of Mike Stone. Didn't know the details. I didn't know anything about the divorce settlement. I hadn't paid enough attention to the interviews. So when people would send me comments saying, oh, did you know Priscilla did this? Did you know Priscilla did that? I'd be like, oh, I don't want to get involved with the hate. I don't want to be drawn into the hate. And I sort of ignored it for a long time, for about 18 months. Yeah. But then what happened is that the comments coming in that were giving me information about Priscilla and her wrongdoing towards Elvis, towards Lisa Marie, especially when the situation happened with Riley Q, Lisa Marie's, what she wanted after her death with the trust. Yeah. Then I started going, there's something not right here. I need to do some research. I need to not ignore it. And my wife was saying something. My brother was saying something, my twin brother. And I was like, I can't just keep ignoring this. There's too many comments coming in. I was getting hundreds of comments a day. Yeah. Don't forget, I've got nearly 5,000 videos. They were all getting massive views, hundreds of thousands of views. Some of them millions of views. Yeah. So I was like, I can't keep ignoring this. I can't. So then I started to do my research, like people like Nicola, started to learn, there's another truth here. And this is what drew me into the defending Elvis And you guys created what I do. Yeah, it wasn't me, it was you guys. It just came through me. But then once I found out the amount of wrongdoing, guys, I became very, very passionate because I'm very defensive when it comes to Elvis because I owe him. Yeah, I owe Elvis. It's a long story, but I've told you it before, guys. He changed my life. He saved my life when I was a child. Yeah, it's complicated, guys. But so now I'm like, no, the world needs to know. The world needs to know. I'm not being so nice now. I'm not being so, oh, do you know what? Let's just ignore it. I can't ignore it anymore. Oh, I was also saying to people, oh, let's just try and forgive her. Let's just try and forgive her. We need an apology before we can forgive. That's how I feel now. This is why my massive intention is to get this apology, or at least get an interview with a famous interviewer so we can speak out and defend Elvis publicly with Team Elvis, if possible, so we can get on a bigger platform so we can properly defend Elvis. Because I don't think we're going to make a difference until we get there. So anyway, do you play another one? Do you want me to play another one, or do you want me to read the book? Let's have a look. Let's find another one. Let's go back. There's a lot, guys. There are thousands and thousands. I'm trying to keep them upbeat. Right, here we are. This is no, actually, that's a bit negative. No, I want to try and find one that's. Here we go. You're going to love this one. You've all seen this before. It's June Junico.
One and only June Juanico. June, the fans have been asking about. One and only June Juanico. June, the fans have been asking about you. What would you like to say to the Elvis's fans?
Hello, girls. I love all of you. And we knew a good thing when we saw it, right? Back then, we all knew. First place, we knew a good thing when we saw it.
Happy Easter, guys. Just enjoying a bit of sunshine in the UK. And I found this amazing footage of Elvis Presley in 1956 in Biloxi with his girlfriend at the time. And I just thought, this is so interesting. And I thought my subscribers and the Elvis fans would absolutely love it. So let's watch it together. Now, this is June when she was young and old. So interesting.
Friend June Juanico. They were young, foolish, engaged, and in love.
I'm just walking down the road in the UK, so you might hear a bit of traffic and background noise, but I just stumbled on this footage that I know most Elvis fans have watched many times, but I just wanted to watch it with you guys. And in 1956, I think Elvis was just 21, and he spotted a girl on the front row of one of his concerts and pulled her arm towards him and said, "Are you staying afterwards?" And she was stunning, but she was taken by his beautiful eyes and his amazing good looks. And they ended up spending the evening in and around Biloxi. And it was a romantic, tender evening where they had a special bond almost straight away. And this rare footage shows them on a boat having a special day, fishing with Red Western friends and Vernon and Gladys. This is June when she's older. And she reminisces.
It was 1956, right here in Biloxi, Mississippi, where Elvis met his teenage sweetheart, June. Later that same year, Elvis, his girlfriend, Elvis's parents, and a couple of friends boarded a boat docked just down the beach from here and went on Elvis's very first deep-sea fishing trip.
And the thing that stands out to me in this rare but amazing vintage footage is just how perfect the weather is on this special day and how youthful and healthy Elvis looks. I think you can feel the atmosphere watching Elvis there, eating his peanut butter and banana sandwich made by his mother. Elvis loved wearing this cap, and I know from interviews that they caught many fish that day. And I just love seeing how they're all dressed and all suntanned, and they're happy. You can really sense the upbeat atmosphere of that day. Elvis there clapping his hands, singing. God, I envy. I would love to have been there. And then Elvis falls around here. There's June. Elvis pretending to be singing, and June's laughing. There goes the famous leg shake. And I think the Elvis before he became phenomenally famous around the world, this footage really captures that. Even though he was very famous in 1956, I don't think he ever imagined just how massive around the world he would become. So this footage really gets pre-famous Elvis, I would say. And you can really tell from this footage that Elvis really did like June. And it's rumoured they got engaged and that he actually asked her to marry him. And she said yes. And that he wanted her to wait 3 years for him while he pursued his career. But it was just not meant to be. Here's some footage of him using his guns and rifles, etc. And I just love seeing Elvis like this. And his hair was much lighter there before he had started dyeing it black. He always wanted to have Tony Curtis style hair. And he would wet his hair to make it look darker. And this is the first time Elvis ever water skied. He was quite a daredevil, wanted to try everything. And I think this particular day trip or short holiday was one of the most special times Elvis ever had, and really capture the Elvis that we all grew to love. The humble, loving, caring, fun, carefree Elvis. And Vernon and Gladys just look so happy. In fact, everyone aboard this boat look like they're having the best time of their lives. Here's Elvis again shooting. I just think it's amazing. I really hope you've enjoyed this footage. Hi guys, well I hope you've enjoyed that. It's definitely probably one of the best footages you're ever going to see of Elvis. Just looking very natural. The real Elvis. The Elvis who really fame hadn't altered him. And it was the original Elvis that we all grew to love and that we all remember now. Thanks guys. Happy Easter.
Hi. So, Yasmin, you want to come say hello? Right, my little daughter's here.
I want to show. I want to show.
Come and sit here.
I want to show the. I want to show Team Elvis my thing that I got from Sam.
Go on then. Right. Yasmin had a dance awards ceremony. She got given a few things. She's going to show you. But Yasmin's 7, by the way. She's home. She had a bit of a cough, so she decided to stay home. Normally, she'd be at gymnastics now, but she didn't go because she was feeling a bit poorly. But that, I tell you what, this is no lie, that nearly brought me to tears. And it was happy tears because, how can I explain, guys? I remember making that beautiful video with June Junico, They're in Biloxi. That was, I think, the second boat trip they'd had. The first one was without his parents, without Vernon and Gladys, and then he asked for a second one. Now, we know about the romance. It was quite a sudden thing. I've always thought June Junico and Elvis look beautiful together. She's stunning. And when I say that Elvis there seemed unaffected by fame, he had made a couple of movies. He was massive around the world. I think it was 1956, but he hadn't changed. He was still the Elvis we love. Right, Yasmin, come on then. Are we ready, guys? Right, let me move these books out of the way.
A photo booth. And
Right, so she took some pictures.
It was a free photo booth.
That's with her. It was a free photo booth, and that is her best friend Macy.
No, that's Frankie.
Oh, Frankie.
And then this one's Macy.
This is Macy, who is my wife's best friend's daughter. And how old is Macy?
She's 10,
she's 10,
11.
Nearly 11. Right.
And I have this.
So let me show this first. This is what she was. Her dance troupe, because Yasmin loves dancing, yeah?
I'll say it.
Had to pick the best dancer in her age group of her dance troupe, yeah?
Yeah.
And she was given this.
Because everybody chose me.
Everyone chose Yasmin.
Well, not everybody. Some people chose me and some people chose someone else, but lots of
So
people
what does
chose
BOC
me.
what does BOC stand for?
BDC.
BDC. What does it stand for? Do you know?
The dance company.
So it's Bellatrix Dance Company.
Yeah.
And Yasmin won. And this award ceremony, there was thousands of people there.
Yeah.
Thousands. It was on a pier. We have a pier called the Grand Pier.
And I also got this.
Let me show you the Grand Pier in West Supermare.
I got
You carry on talking. I'll get the picture up of them.
Macy, the taller one. Her mum bought this for me. It lights
And
up.
that lights up. That glows in the dark.
Yeah. So it like shine. It like
So this.
shines really fast, like flinging, and then also it flings them really slow, and also it just stays.
Well done. Now I want to show them a picture of the pier where you got your award. So we live in Weston-super-Mare. It's southwest UK near Bristol. And Aurora can't go because she's on chemo. So she doesn't want to catch an infection. So Aurora allowed her best friend to take. This is the pier. Let's have a look. Let me get the picture up. Look at that, guys.
And also,
this is the pier. This is where she went to get her ceremony in the downstairs or upstairs.
Downstairs.
Downstairs, there.
And I still have this thing.
And this is the band that she wore to get in because it was not anyone could go. You had to be an official dancer that had won an award. So yeah. Amazing.
I like this one.
Yes.
SpongeBob.
Right, she likes the SpongeBob one, which is the lower picture.
It's that one.
There we go. So they're all saying congratulations.
Daddy,
how cute you are.
Daddy, can I have my Oreos in my pack of lunch?
Yes, go on then. All right, well, thank you, Yasmin. It's a round of applause for Yasmin. Yay! Yasmin does a lot of clubs. She's not a girl to just sit home and wait around. She how many did you do? 4 a week? Swimming, ballet, gymnastics. What's the other one?
Trampolining.
Dancing.
Trampolining.
And trampolining. 5 clubs.
Well, actually, because we go on walks a lot, but we haven't been on a walk lately. I work out a lot because I go on walks with you sometimes.
Yes, we do.
I do lots of
I love walking. Take them on walks. We go to the beach. They are obsessed with their phones, like all kids, which drives me mad. So, right. Anyway, we're going to talk about June Junico quickly. I just want to say, guys, June Junico is probably my favourite girlfriend that Elvis had. I know that it was a bit of a chance meeting. She was at the front row of one of his gigs yeah, when he was very young. I think it was 1956. And he noticed her. She really stood out. Very beautiful, stunning eyes. I completely get why Elvis fancied her. I think he reached out, pulled her arm towards him and said, what are you doing later? I think that's the story. There are loads of interviews with June Junico. I know she was in a nursing home for a while, still talking about Elvis, saying that she had great taste. She's always been great with the fans, always spoke very highly of Elvis. And I actually think, maybe some of you will agree with me, that because it is known, I think, that there are one or two girlfriends that Elvis had that he spent his whole life regretting that he'd split up from them. Yeah. The one that we all know is Anne Margaret, but in his younger years, yeah, in the 50s. And I've always thought, because he never named them, did he? I've always thought June Junico was one of his top ex-girlfriends that he secretly regretted not following through. But Elvis had his own journey to go on. Elvis, Nicola, I'm going to comment to that in a minute. Elvis had his own path, as we all know, to go on to superstardom and have many, many girlfriends. Unfortunately, in my opinion, definitely picked the wrong girl to marry. 100%. Priscilla and Elvis were not right for each other. 100%. She's got the giggles. Anyway, let me just respond to Nicola. Nicola, you say, in my opinion, an apology is not enough. She did too many bad things. Nicola, I agree. But you have to understand, we are defending Elvis Presley. Yeah. Now, if I know I've said this a few times. Now, Nicola, you give me your point of view. Nicola, you know I love you. You know I love everything you do to defend Elvis. You know a lot more about Elvis than me. You're a super fan. Yeah. I'm still learning. But I will say this. Let me just say this a minute. I will say this. If we get Priscilla to publicly apologize for saying things about Elvis that we do not think are correct, twisted truths, even lying, in my opinion, many things will change for the good for Elvis. The whole world will start talking about, oh, maybe what Priscilla said isn't true. Maybe the book, sorry, Yasmin. Yeah, I'm going to show you in a minute. Maybe the book isn't true. Yeah. And if we get an apology, it's a breakthrough. Yeah. So I know, Nicola, I know many of you guys personally don't care if Priscilla apologizes. And you're so upset with her and angry with her, bitter with her, that to you guys, the apology is meaningless. But no, guys. If we get that apology, we will turn a corner. The whole world will start talking about maybe Priscilla is wrong. Maybe Elvis has been very unfairly portrayed to the general public. Because let's face it, guys, the Elvis fans, we know that Elvis, we know the truth, don't we? We're the fans, yeah? But the non-Elvis fans, which are millions and millions of people around the world of all ages, they have a very, very bad impression of Elvis. And the only way we're going to change that, in my opinion, is by getting this apology. So we have to see the bigger picture, not our own personal anger, yeah? Not our hatred, yeah? Hatred isn't going to get us what we want. An apology may do. You imagine Priscilla on national TV saying, I'm sorry how I treated Elvis. You imagine the difference that will make to his image, reputation, and legacy. So, do you get where I'm coming from, Nicola? Let's have a look. Yeah, we are learning. I've got so much to learn, guys. So, Nicola, in my opinion, Priscilla should say the truth and then retire. That's okay. Yeah. Nicola, I agree with that. That would be great. That would be great. I would love that. Yeah. So lately I have been spending a lot more time learning about Riley and the twins. I'm trying to understand them. Someone posted something. I think I took a picture of it. Was it on? Let me see if I can find it. Here we go.
That's funny.
Someone posted this on Elvis Presley Aloha. Elvis Presley Aloha Facebook page. And Riley had actually commented on it. I think it was one of you guys. And Riley had commented on it. She said, Graceland's future. This is from Riley, yeah? My hope is to continue what my grandmother did and then my mother did, which is simply to preserve our family home, says Riley, the estate trustee. Now, that does give you the impression that they don't really know the truth about Priscilla, but it's nice to see Riley. Is she turned 16 yet? She does have her eye on Graceland's, yeah, on the future. She titles it Graceland's Future. So, and then we've got a few comments here on that. I'm not sure who posted that. Anyway, guys, we're going to have to go. Right, Yasmin, we're going to have to go because we've got things we've got to do.
I want to tell the team Elvis.
Yeah.
Look
at the camera.
Birthday.
Right, go on then. Look at the camera.
It's nearly my birthday.
How old are you going to be?
8. Because in 26 days it's my birthday.
So what date is it? Your birthday?
20.
Even I don't know.
October.
20. What October?
4th.
4th of October. She's 8. So, let me just. It's good that she calls you Team Elvis. Now, can you see who we're talking to? We're talking to Colleen, Jane, Deborah, Nicola, Teresa, David in Wales. David is near us. David's in Wales. David is only half an hour drive from us. Sandra.
We can meet
Yeah, we could. And let me just see.
David, come to Western where we are.
Yeah, Western Supermare. He's across the water. You know, if we went to the beach and swam across the sea, we would see David.
I would be on your back.
Yeah, I'm not that good at swimming. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna have to say goodbye. Let me just see who else is on here. We've got Deborah. Who else we got on here? We've got Bondi Baby. We have.
Guys, I'm doing a video today.
We've got. Let's have a look. Let me just keep seeing it. Make sure we've got Linda, Colleen, Lorna.
Do it from the beginning, then.
Well, I'm trying to, but there's a lot of names here. Emily.
So then you will know.
God's Word. There's one called God's Word.
I believe.
Now remember, yeah, I know you do. We are Christians, aren't we, Yasmin?
Yeah, but I want to be like christened.
Yeah, she's not been christened yet. I would love to christen her. Now, Yasmin knows my story that I met this Christian once, a very, very old man who his life was spreading the word of Christianity. And I was only about 4 or 5 and he called me over and I knew him. I'd become familiar with him. He lived on the beach in Weston and he sat me down. He gave me a small Bible that was about this big.
I want a Bible.
Okay. I lived across the road from the beach. So he called me over, sat me down with my twin brother, and he said to me, I want to do something for you. I said, oh, what's that? He goes, I'm going to invite Jesus into your heart.
Yeah, I want it in my heart. I want it.
And he put his hands on my head like this. Yeah. And he said the Lord's Prayer to me. And then at the end of the Lord's Prayer, he said, he invited Jesus into my heart and I felt it. I felt it. I had, it has to be done by a priest. Yeah.
Why?
This man was like a priest. Yeah. And I've done it for Rio. Anyway, and I'm telling you guys, I felt it. It was a warm feeling. And that feeling I've had has guided me through my whole life, and every time things have gone wrong for me, I get that feeling. I remember that old man who was in his 80s. We used to call him Uncle Bill. And it was me and my twin brother. We were tiny. Yeah. And when my life started to go in the wrong direction and I was making mistakes, I've always felt that this guiding feeling I had in my heart, Jesus, put me back on the straight and narrow. Put me back on the straight and narrow, because I did make mistakes when I was growing up.
And
so I feel very lucky.
And gave you.
Thank you, Deborah.
And also
Uncle Bill.
And also made you brave to stick up for yourself.
Yes, yeah. Right. Anyway, guys, we've had a lovely time. Thank you, Emily. It's the truth. I'll never forget Uncle Bill. I feel it now. So I'm a proud Christian. I'm not a practicing Christian. I don't go to church every week. In England, we don't. Not really. I should, but I'm very proud to say I'm a Christian. If you're not Christians, guys, that's fine. It's fine. It's okay.
But you still believe in God.
Oh, thanks, Deborah. We've had a brilliant time. I'm coming back later for another one because they're going out for the day. They're going out for the day. The mum and lots of friends are all meeting up. So I'm free today. So I'm going to go for a run, do a bit of exercise, walk the dogs, and then I'm going to come back and we are going to do chapter 14, which we were going to do. So Linda, if you're watching, I hope this was more upbeat for you. This live stream was for Linda Cudden, because she wanted us to be a bit more upbeat and more positive, show the good side of Elvis. So I hope, Linda, that you enjoyed that. Yeah, Linda might not still be there. She might have fallen asleep because she's obviously in the other side of the world.
Daddy, what's this?
Thanks, guys. Thank everyone. I'm gonna have to go. You take care. I love all of you. If you've enjoyed what I've done, please buy me a coffee. You just send it to PayPal, and me and Yasmin will go off and we'll get a coffee and cake. Yeah.
Why did you do this?
This is my email address. Yasmin's telling me off. I just need sellotaping. We do have I think you get a supers button. You press the button and it lets you send me a couple of dollars to get a coffee. And I do go and buy these coffees. And I get them the cake and I have the coffee. So I love it when you guys show me that you're grateful and thankful for all the effort that goes into every day. So I really appreciate it, guys. You are the best. Please subscribe. If you want to be a member, it's just $1 a month. It's nothing. Love to all of you guys. Seriously, I love getting together with you and having a coffee. Right.
I made this for you.
Oh, thank you. Right, Yasmin wants to show you her last picture and then we're going. Who is it? Who is it?
It's me. So
it's Yasmin. Right, let's wave goodbye.
Wait, I want to tell you how I done it. So,
yeah, but I'm going to say goodbye. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you. Say bye, Team Elvis.
Bye, Team Elvis.
Come on, louder than that.
Bye, Team Elvis.
Bye, Team Elvis.
Yum, 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 yum.